So what is going on, guys? Welcome to another Garden Warfare 2 video. Today I'm going to be doing a brand new series. This is my ability comparison series. I did this in Garden Warfare 1 and a lot of people really enjoyed the series. So I'm bringing it back with Garden Warfare 2 and we're going to be kicking it off with the Butter Barrage versus the Bigger Better Butter for Colonel Corn. Now I just want to say this is a brand new series. It's going to be a weekly series, so every Thursday on my channel you're going to see a brand new ability comparison video which goes from the Bigger Better Butter versus the Butter Barrage down to the heal stations and the heal beams for the scientists. So if you are excited for this brand new series, make sure you do slap a like on it because it does show your support for the channel and the series, and it just shows me that you do want to see more of these videos. So to kickstart this series, we're going to be starting it with one of the new character classes, and that is Colonel Corn. We're going to be taking a look at his butter abilities. The first one is called the Butter Barrage. Mark the danger zone with a steaming hot baked potato, then stand back as explosive butter rains down from the sky. Now this is going to be compared with his second ability called Bigger Better Butter. That's right folks, better butter. Instead of lots of tiny buttery explosions, how about one massively huge one? So, you can kind of get a brief summary of what these abilities do. One of them sends down loads of tiny buttery explosions, and the second one sends down a massive piece of butter that will do a huge explosion. So what I'm going to be doing in today's series is going to be comparing what I think about these two characters, the reloading recharge times for the abilities, also how much damage they will do, and also my overall opinion of which one is best. So let us get straight into the video. Now I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, I've not got the Bigger Better Butter ability, how can I get it? Because you cannot get this in packs. The only way you can get the Bigger Better Butter ability is by getting the Deluxe Edition, but do not worry, if you did not buy the Deluxe Edition, you can upgrade to the Deluxe Edition for I believe $10. You just need to go over to the mailbox, open it up, and you can upgrade to the Deluxe Edition. Now this will give you a couple of cool features. The first one is you will get two brand new abilities. The first one is the Bigger Better Butter. The second one is a Super Multi-Ball for Super Brains. You'll also get some cool customizations for those characters, 200,000 coins, and also a character pack. So you do get a lot of stuff in the Deluxe Edition. You can simply go to the mailbox and upgrade for $10 if you want to. So now, let us get down to comparing these abilities. First off, we're going to take a look at the recharge time for each ability. What I mean by this is after you've used the ability, you have a cooldown period where you need to wait before you can use that ability again. Well, with both of these abilities, whether it being the Bigger Better Butter or the Butter Barrage, they are exactly the same. You need to wait 35 seconds for either of them before you can use them again. So just over half a minute and then you can use it again. So in that sense, there is no difference between the two abilities. The main difference between these two abilities are the way they are designed to damage the zombies and also how much damage they are going to do to them as well. Both of these abilities are triggered by using LB or L1, and it will throw down a hot steaming potato. This is going to locate where the butter is going to land and give the zombies a chance to get out of there. It's very useful on objective game modes like Gardens and Graveyards, Herbal Assault, and also Suburbanation, so I would recommend using Colonel Corn on those objective game modes. When you throw down the hot steaming potato for the Butter Barrage, you are going to get 12 small pieces of butter fall down one by one in a crisscross shape, and the damage that you can deal to the zombies varies between 1 and 20 depending on how close they are to the exploding butter. The best way you can do the most amount of damage is try and get them to be directly in the center of the crisscross. That's going to get you the most amount of damage, but because this covers a huge area, because it's a crisscross, you can deal a lot of damage to a lot of zombies if they are spread out. With the Bigger Better Butter, once you throw down the hot steaming potato, one giant piece of butter is going to land on the floor where the hot steaming potato was. This is going to then explode and do a huge amount of damage in one rather than loads of tiny little buttery explosions. The upside to the Bigger Better Butter as well is that if this butter lands on a zombie, it's also going to do an additional 20 damage at the start, and then after that you are also going to get explosive damage. The amount of damage that the Bigger Better Butter does depends on how far away the zombies are from the butter and also how much health the zombie has in the first place. Now the reason that I'm talking about this is because in one clip the butter lands on top of the All-Star which deals 20 damage, but then when it explodes it only does 144 damage. So in total it deals 164 damage. In another clip the butter doesn't hit the All-Star, so the All-Star's still got 200 health, and then when the explosion happens, which is even further away than the first explosion, so you would think it does less damage with the explosion, it actually does 155 damage. So What you want to know is that if the zombie's got lower health, it's probably going to do a little bit less damage because they have a little bit more resistance. So the best thing to do though is just try and hit them on targets anyway, so you can do about 164 damage. One thing I want to point out though as well is if you are playing multiplayer, the damage that you do to the players will be less compared to if you're playing, like for example, Garden Ops against Yeti bosses and things like that, because the maximum damage that the bigger better butter can actually do is 200 damage plus the stick of the butter when it does directly hit them. So the total amount of damage that the bigger better butter can do is 220. So if you were playing against AI bosses, you can do more damage than if you was going against players online. So that's just one thing that you do want to note as well. It may be better to use one ability over the other one if you were, for example, playing Garden Ops rather than playing a multiplayer match. So those are the stats for the bigger better butter and the butter barrage. Now for my personal opinion, I prefer to use the bigger better butter. I don't know why, I just feel like it does more damage and it's more effective. For me, maybe it's just the way I play, but I just prefer to use the bigger better butter. I like the fact that when the butter comes down, you have the potential chance of also landing on the zombie and doing an extra 20 damage. But let me know in the comments down below which your favourite ability out of these are, and also let me know in the future which ability comparisons you would like me to talk about as well. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you do leave a like down below, because it does show me that you do enjoy these videos, that your support for the series is here, and also that you do want to see more on my channel. But anyway guys, thank you very much for watching this video. My name is ZEROxFUSIONZ, and hopefully I'll catch you guys next time.